A computer the size of a grain of salt, a microphone that floats on the wind, and a surveillance grid you inhale without ever knowing it. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how smart dust turns the physical world into a spy, and why the privacy you think you have inside your own home has already been chemically dissolved by military-grade engineering. You are about to see the technology that makes hiding impossible. Stop worrying about the camera on your laptop. That is amateur hour. Stop worrying about your phone listening to your conversations. That is a distraction. Look at the dust motes dancing in the sunlight through your window. Imagine a world where the walls don't just have ears. The walls are ears. You can tape over your webcam. You can leave your smartphone in a Faraday bag. You can move to a cabin in the woods. But you cannot stop breathing. If this technology is deployed, and it is being deployed, it ends the concept of private property. It ends the concept of solitude. These sensors are designed to drift on air currents, stick to your clothes, and settle on your skin. They track your temperature. They track your movement. They map the interior of your house in real time. You are being sold a future where the environment itself is a biometric scanner. You are not the customer in this equation. You are the specimen in the jar. To understand how they atomized surveillance, we have to look at the engineering. This wasn't magic. It was a three-step military roadmap. Step 1 is the setup. It started in the late 1990s at UC Berkeley. A researcher named Dr. Chris Pister coined a term, smart dust. The pitch was benevolent. Tiny sensors to monitor bridge safety or track forest fires. But look at who signed the checks. It wasn't the Forestry Service. It was DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. The US military didn't want to save trees. They wanted MEMS, micro-electromechanical systems. They wanted a swarm of sensors they could drop over enemy territory to track everything that moved without risking a single soldier. They wanted omniscience. Step 2 is the trick. The trick was miniaturization and power. The problem with old sensors was batteries. Batteries are heavy, they die. So they eliminated them. They developed passive sensors. These devices wake up using the energy from radio waves, vibrations, or even light. In 2006, Hitachi unveiled the Mu-chip. It was smaller than the period at the end of this sentence. It had an antenna. It could transmit data. Then HP announced the central nervous system for the Earth, a plan to deploy trillions of sensors. They told you it was for sustainability. They told you it was to detect oil leaks. They didn't tell you that the same sensor that detects a vibration in a pipe can detect your footsteps in your hallway. They normalized the hardware under the guise of green tech. Step 3 is the proof. You think this is science fiction? You think this is 20 years away? Open the journal Nature, dated September 2021. Researchers at Northwestern University published a paper on micro-fliers. These are winged microchips, smaller than an ant, designed to catch the wind like maple seeds. They have no motor. They have no battery. They ride the air currents. They can carry data collection devices. This exists. It is peer-reviewed. It is real. Or look at the Neural Dust project from 2016. Ultrasound-powered sensors designed to monitor nerves. Not just around you, inside you. The technology to scatter millions of listening devices from a single drone isn't theoretical. The hardware is sitting in a lab right now, waiting for a deployment order. So, who wins in this new reality? The data brokers, the defense contractors, and the insurance giants. The transfer of wealth here isn't money. It is predictive behavior. If they can cover a city in smart dust, they create a digital twin of that city. They know where you are before you do. They sell this data to health insurance companies. Oh, the sensors detected you have a slight tremor in your hand? Your premium just tripled before you even saw a doctor. They sell this data to advertisers. The sensors know you are pacing around your room at 3 a.m. Here is an ad for sleeping pills. They get the God's eye view. You get the paranoia. They have built a system where they can monetize the exhaust of your daily life. They strip mine your privacy, package it into an algorithm, and sell it back to you as convenience. The villains don't need to break into your house anymore. They just need to wait for the wind to blow. We are building a panopticon without walls. Throughout history, freedom was defined by the ability to leave, to go where the eyes of the state could not see you. But now, the system is the woods. The system is the dust on your boots. When the surveillance is microscopic, consent is impossible. You cannot opt out of the air. You didn't sign a terms of service agreement for the wind. The question isn't, do you have anything to hide? The question is, in a world where every single particle can watch you, does the word human actually mean anything anymore?